What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. We are back. The NFL season is back, ladies and gentlemen, which means I'm going to be going over every single Arizona Cardinals game because I'm a Cardinals fan, and I do plan to make some NFL videos here on my YouTube channel talking about football and my hot takes and stuff like that throughout the weeks. Last year I made a video about the Minnesota Vikings, and that's one of my most popular videos, how I thought they were frauds, and I was right. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm not saying I'm not, no ESPN Stephen A. Smith, but I think I can make some pretty good takes here. So with it being the first NFL season, the Arizona Cardinals week 1 lose to the Washington Commanders 16-20. And my goodness, as a Cardinals fan, I kind of have a lot to say about this game. Let's get the good out of the way. Defense looked amazing out there. I don't know what it is. Coach Gannon, Jonathan Gannon, must have done something to the defense, but they looked really well. They had about 6 sacks, I believe, 3 turnovers. They looked excellent. I was stunned of how good this defense was, especially the pass rush. If you look at our depth chart, we have one of the worst rosters when it comes to the front 7. Our front 7 is terrible. Other than Kaiser, White, and Zayvon Collins, I believe everyone else is pretty trash to mediocre. So seeing the pass rush actually get to Sam Howell 6 times says a lot. Corners did pretty good as well. I was surprised that some corners stuck with receivers like Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin. Corners did the best they can. Safeties were doing pretty well. As I said, the whole entire defense was doing its thing. They did really well today. I'm giving my hats off for the defense because they carried us through this whole entire game, man. I was stunned and shocked of how good our defense was. The Cardinals defense, the way they played today, is probably the best they played in the last 3-4 years under the Cliff Kingsbury era. It looks like they had heart, passion. There was soul on this defense. Now let's talk about the bad, and that is the offense. My goodness, was this offense terrible. When I mean terrible, probably the worst offense I've ever seen as a Cardinals fan in a while. Even in the Cliff Kingsbury era, we seen some pretty bad offensive play calls stuff, but my goodness, today it was terrible. The play calls weren't necessarily that bad. There were some head-scratching play calls, but I think the reason for that is because of our quarterback, Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs, as I said in my TikTok, I need you to be in the Arizona Cardinals practice facility Monday, 5 a.m. sharp, throwing passes, going through the playbook, because my goodness, this dude cannot throw. There was multiple times where receivers are open and they could have caught the ball, but Josh Dobbs just threw it too high, threw it too low. That one touchdown with Zach Ertz, man, that could have been a real game changer, but we just settled for field goals. And offense did not score 1 touchdown this entire game. James Conner didn't really do that well. He did okay. When your best receiver is Rondale Moore getting 33 yards, you know you had a rough day out there. Hollywood Brown actually caught his balls. He was getting open. There was multiple times where multiple receivers are open, but Josh Dobbs, for some reason, just cannot throw past 20 yards. Like, do we have Colt McCoy out there? The reason why we got rid of Colt McCoy is because this dude can't throw past 20 yards. But here we have Josh Dobbs doing the same exact thing. Josh Dobbs, slang that thing. Throw the freaking ball past 20 yards, man. My goodness, was it rough to watch this Arizona Cardinals offense today. Now, for the Commanders, I feel like the Commanders done pretty decent. They got the job done. They got the win. But there were times where the offense looked pretty terrible. I'm not going to lie. Sam Howell looked pretty middler. Eric Bieniemy, one of the best offensive coordinators in the league, made his debut, and he looked pretty mid. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's up with this Washington offense, but I feel like they'll get it settled for next week. I don't know who they play. But for the defense, man, the defense did their thing. They forced Josh Dobbs like the fumble. Mostly it was Josh Dobbs' fault, doing the fumbles and stuff like that, all these turnovers, man. Like, Josh Dobbs, come on, man. You have to do better. And I understand you were just traded like 2 weeks ago, but my goodness, was it bad. At that point, I wanted to start Clayton Tune. Like, bro, just throw Clayton Tune out there in the 4th and just see what happens, man. I do think that Clayton Tune should have been the starter week 1. I don't know why, till this day, we traded for Josh Dobbs. And if we wanted to sign a vet or something, bring in Carson Wentz, bring in Matt Ryan, bring in somebody that has that experience by throwing the deep ball. Why have somebody like Josh Dobbs through his entire career, no offense, but through his entire career just played backup and stuff, man? Like, no, we want a starter, okay? And I understand people are probably saying in the comments, or you guys probably in the comments, well, I know you guys are tanking. Obviously, you're going to have Josh Dobbs out there when you guys are tanking. But it's like, No, okay, I don't like tanking. I don't like this whole idea of tanking. And you could say picking up Josh Dobbs was taking, but trading for Josh Dobbs probably has to be by far the worst move by our new GM Monty Ossenfort. Like, really, Josh Dobbs? That's the best you could come up with all the veterans that are unemployed right now. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna say it, bro. Cam Newton. Imagine Cam Newton and the Cardinals doing his thing. I'd rather have Cam Newton out there than somebody like Josh Dobbs. At least Cam Newton could run the ball without freaking, I don't know, man. At least he could throw, at least somewhat. But Josh Dobbs just looks horrible out there. It was a rough signing for the offense. O-line did pretty decent. Obviously, they're going against a very, very, very rush-heavy defense in the Washington Commanders. Montez Sweat and everybody on that D-line is really good. They didn't have Chase Young, but it didn't really matter because we have Josh Dobbs. This dude cannot throw past 20 yards. As I said, man, some play calls were questionable, like that James Conner like flip, and then these like jet sweeps. One of them worked, and then the other ones just got stopped. And this offense just really looked horrible. Like, I think the reason why this offense looked horrible and most of the plays were behind the line of scrimmage is because of Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs doesn't really know the offensive scheme. And also, Josh Dobbs just cannot throw past 20 yards, maybe. I don't know, man. Josh Dobbs has to sling that thing next week. And for next week against the Giants, I expect Josh Dobbs to sling that thing more and the offense just to look more polished and just better than what it did today. I do think that defense will come out and do its thing. You know, defense actually looks pretty decent. It's crazy to say that the best part about this Cardinals team now, even though we are in a quote-unquote down year, is the defense, man. Never would I thought that would be the case because Cardinals defense for the past like 3-4 years have been horrible. So seeing it is nice. I like seeing the defense playing with a lot more heart and soul. But, man, that offense needs to figure it out. It needs to figure it out fast because I don't want to be 0-8 come week 9 when we play like the Texans or something. Next week we play the Giants. I think we could pull it off, but it's going to be very, very hard. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Minnesota Vikings, so if that could happen, I say we could definitely beat the Giants. But other than that, week 3 playing the Cowboys, lost that game. I think week 4 we played the Bengals or something, or right, the Bengals 49ers, something like that. But next week, I expect our team just to come out with more sense of urgency on the offensive end. Defense, I feel like will carry over to next week. I feel like defense will do its thing. It will get some stops. Is it going to be top tier Legion of Boom type defense? No. But I expect it to do a lot better, or I expect the offense to do a lot better and complement the defense more. As I said, the defense just carried the offense through the entire game. And that one strip sack by, I think it was Dennis Gardick who got that strip sack. I can't really remember. That was incredible, man. This team just, the defense did all they can. Like, the defense stuck within the game, man. And I was just so floored by this defense. That's all I got to really say, to be honest. I was just so floored by this defense. Like, to see the Cardinals play like this is incredible. But let me know what you guys think about the Arizona Cardinals down below in the comment section, man. I'm excited to make these videos, man. It's always cool talking about your favorite football team week after week. And last year around this time, I was very, very mad because, you know, my team just underperformed heavy. But since I know we're going to be garbage this year, you probably won't hear any rant videos or anything. Maybe you will, because I would consider myself a diehard Cardinals fan. I've been supporting this team for years on years on years. I've been through all the ups and downs, and right now we're going through a slump. We're going through a down. But I'm still going to review every single week because I just want to. And you guys will hear some of my NFL takes on the channel. So if you want to hear my NFL takes, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, man. Subscribe for your brand new. It's been your boy Daniel. Rise up, Red Sea. Bird Gang. Let's go crazy next week against the Giants. I think we could possibly win that game, but our best chance of winning in the first 8 weeks of the year would have been today's game. But I think we have a decent chance against the Giants too. We just got to wait and see about that. Also, Isaiah Simmons' return game. That's going to be pretty interesting. So yeah, man, as I said, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Daniel. And let me continue watching football. You know, I've been watching it on my TV and stuff like that. So I'm going to go continue enjoying week 1 of football. Football season's back, baby. I'm so excited. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.